Hello everyone, this is Shrike playing more Demon Bluff, and we're on Ascension 6 here, and there is one evil among all characters. Find and kill it. So we've got a number of characters here. They're villagers, they're good, they tell the truth. Easy enough. They have different abilities, and we'll get into them as we detect, or as we need to. Then there are outcasts, like the Wretch, who registers as evil to other characters. You'll always show up as a minion, or otherwise just as as evil. But he can't ever be detected as good, or even as a wretch. But we have the drunk, who tells the... Well, he does not tell the truth. He specifically lies, and is corrupted, but he's considered to be good. So he's a very weird character. And we got the Chancellor, who is an evil minion, who changes one of the villagers beside him into... an outcast. All right, we've got a judge. We'll have to use him later. 2 is a wretch. Okay. Nobody can disguise as a wretch, so that the wretch is just the wretch. That's good. Got an investigator who can tell us who is the most suspicious among 2 characters, and as we'll say, you know, demons, minions, outcasts, villagers. Another judge, which is not possible here. That means one of the judges is not telling the truth. There's a jester. There's the lover. Now, the lover, there's only one evil here. And one of them has to be the judge, I think. Or no, actually, it could be the drunk. One of them could be a drunk, I think. One of them's a drunk. Or the chancellor. If they're the drunk, then we don't know who... Okay, let's do this. Who is the most suspicious among this judge and this wretch? 1 or 2 is a minion. 2 cannot be the minion. So that is implying that 1 is evil. It's the minion, the chancellor. Which would track because they're beside the wretch. But that implies 6 is the fool in that case because they're currently lying to us about no evils being beside. Or 3 is the chancellor and lying to us. So what we're going to do is we're going to judge him. 4 says he's telling the truth. 1 says he's lying. In the event that 3 is actually the chancellor, or the fool for that matter, then 4 says he's telling the truth, which would be not true. That would be a lie. That means 4 would be the fool, or it would have to be the fool or the chancellor. I was going to say it can't be the chancellor because the wretch is here, but we do have this. We do have the jester to try and back up even more of this. Now, this should detect 2. There are 2 evils. So I'm thinking it's pretty safe to kill 3. Okay. It's pretty safe to kill 1. There we go. Okay, so I did call out this as a possibility of 1 being the chancellor and 6 being the drunk because they would be lying about no adjacent evils. So, you know what? We don't get a perfect score, but we get to continue. We kill again. All right, what do we have available to us? A puppeteer who converts a villager into a puppet. And puppets are evil, but they tell us the truth still. So we have to kill them, but they don't lie to us. And then we got the witch, which means we cannot reveal the last card. Now, here's the thing. There's no corruption, and the puppet tells the truth. So that means there's no chance of corruption. Check out number 1. Evils are not adjacent to each other. There's no world where the puppeteer could not have converted someone. So she's immediately lying to us. Boom! That means 2 or 6 are the puppet. We have to figure out who. 6 was affected by an evil. Himself, huh? He witnessed his own corruption. if that was true, then he was telling the truth, and therefore is not the puppet. Oh wait, the puppet tells the truth. So I think he's telling on himself. Oh, that's the witch. Okay, that means 2 is the puppet. I revealed all 3 evils before revealing the goods. Okay. 4 is good. 5 said that 2 was afflicted by evil. Oh yeah, look at that. That would have told me. All right. You know what? We take it. Good ass score from that. Okay, there's a slayer. What else we got here? A shaman and a minion and a doppelganger. So there's potentially 3 of the same or 2 of 2 different kinds. There are 2 villagers of the same role. And then the doppelganger can clone anybody. All right. There's only 1 pair of evil. There's another slayer. Okay. There's only 1 pair of evil. Oh, there's all of our doubles. Closest evil is clockwise. Another slayer, huh? What is this nonsense? Can there be any corruption? I don't think there can be, right? No. But I think 7 is just evil. You can't be confused. That's the minion. So now, which of these is the shaman? Do I just have them all point at each other and... What were the odds of that? Okay. Well, I'm just going to have each of the slayers all attack each other in a rotation. Because if there were anything but evil, they would just do nothing. So yeah, there was no danger to that. Had they all been good, then that would have... It had to be 6 or 1. Because both 4 and 2 couldn't have lied. They couldn't both lie. Which means there's only 1 pair of minions that are evil. Which means they had to be beside each other. We already found the minion. So it had to have been beside 7. So it had to be 6 or 1. Was there anything else? I mean, 5 was also pointing to the closest evil being 6 or 7. If it hadn't been 6, it had to have been 2, which didn't make any sense. So there was just infinite information and ways to check. So, pretty easy, I would say, on that one. It will not always be this easy. I promise you. This doppelganger, a poisoner, so someone can be corrupted. But they have to be beside the poisoner. And then there's the minion. This is not too bad. All right, number 1, architect. Both sides are equally evil. So that would mean on the left, on the right, and on the left, there would have to be 1 of each. Okay, that doesn't, unless he's lying, which he could be corrupted or evil. Between 1, 4, and 7, there's a villager, outcast, and evil. Essentially. 6. I'm 1 guard away from the closest evil. That is pointing to 4 being evil. Or potentially 2. 3 or 6 is a poisoner. Maybe. Counterclockwise. Closest evil is counterclockwise, which is pointing to 4 being evil. There's a lot of things pointing toward 4 being evil. We've got 3 people saying that. It means 8 actually would not be evil because of 1. That would mean the right side would be this, the left side would be this. I don't know. Actually, that might mean 8 is actually... Closest evil is equidistant. I think I have to test... I think I have to kill 4, but let's see. There can be a doppelganger, right? Yes. Now, someone is also lying to us. Well, obviously the evils are lying to us, but someone's corrupted too. Between 5, 6, and 8, there's a villager, minion, and outcast. They say 2 is a real bishop. Who would the 7 is the doppelganger. 2 is probably real. 1 is good, 4 is evil. Shit, I was wrong. What? Holy shit. If 8 is telling the truth, it's 2 and 6. But then 5 would be lying. Because 5 is corrupted. 6 is the poisoner. 5 is corrupted. 2 is the other one. The minion. Poisoner. Minion. Corrupted. Hell yeah! Oh, the doppelganger was number 8. Oh, that's cute. You said, God, this game just feels so good to play. It feels so good. What do we have? 2 minions, twin minions, and Ba, who's a demon, and hides 1 outcast. So I don't know what the outcast is. It means I don't know if corruption's possible or not. But there can't be more than 1 corrupted character. Well, the Flag Doctor corrupts a character, so I'm 1 god away from the closest evil. Now, it could be evil disguising themselves as a Plague Doctor as well. Architect, the right side is more evil. This is not looking good for you, number 2. Slayer. Okay. One of these is evil. 2, 7, or 9. It's again not looking good for you 2. 5. 6 is a real bishop. 1, 3, and 7, there's an outcast, villager, and minion. Really? Where's the outcast? There's another bishop. You have a doppelganger? I don't know what the outcast is. You're saying there's an outcast amongst yourself, 3 and 8. Could we have gotten into a doppelganger? Who went into 7 and 6 is the real one, which is backed by this. What's 8? You're saying there's a villager and a minion. A villager could be 8. That's implying 3 is a minion. I mean, there's a lot of minions, so. Do I, well, let's do this first. Wait, who do I think could, well, I don't know who could be corrupted, actually. They said 1's not corrupted. I don't know if they're telling me the truth or not. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Well, I should definitely have you target this. Couldn't kill. So they are probably... Man, this Plague Doctor is messing me up. They were a real Plague Doctor. If you're telling me the truth... Oh, this is the nightmare. This is a true nightmare. Learn 1 random outcast among them, if any. You, and you. There are no outcasts. 7 is not an outcast. If you're telling the truth. Oh, God. Outcast, villager, and minion. I'm kind of flying blind here. All right, if say I trust 1. That means 9 is lying, and the left side is just full-on evil. Okay. Good job, 1. And, oh, that means, yeah, 1 of these is evil, because the left side has to be more evil than the right. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah. Because he was lying about this. You couldn't kill 7. So I'm inclined to believe 6 is evil. Okay. There's one more minion, right? The twin minion. 2, 7, or 9 are evil. I mean, that was true. You said 3, 7, and 8. There's an outcast, villager, and minion. Just doesn't seem like it's possible. You could be corrupted by the Plague Doctor. I think that might be the case. You said 6 was a real bishop, though. So you could also be evil or corrupted. 1, 7, and 9. None of them are outcasts. That means 9's not an outcast. 3's definitely not going to be an outcast. I think this bishop is either... I don't know if it's 5 or 7 that's evil. I think it has to be 5. Because 4 is saying that there was 1 evil, which we already found amongst those 3. Which gives credit to 7. So yes, we found them all. We go to village 6 out of 7. Nice. All right. Poisoner, Plague Doctor, Minion, and Shaman. So there can be multiple roles. There can be there can be 2 people corrupted. There could also be less than 2 people corrupted if like the poisoner's beside like the Plague Doctor. Actually, the Plague Doctor technically can be corrupted, interestingly enough. But if the poisoner was sandwiched is beside or he'd have to be between both other evils in order to not corrupt someone. So there's almost certainly 2 corruption here. Here's the Plague Doctor. Number 2. Closest evil is equidistant. So it could be 9 and 3, or 8 and 4, or 7 and 5, etc. Both sides are equally evil. There are 2 pairs of evil. Okay. That means... Wait, what? That means they're all beside each other. Potentially. Potentially. Because there can't be 4. I am dizzy. So you are corrupted or evil. And 1 card away from the corrupted character. That could be the confessor. Closest evil is equidistant. They're both saying that. Oh no. That is... I don't think that's possible. Given that there's an odd number of... 5 is a real confessor. I'm inclined to believe that's true. I'm inclined to believe that they are corrupted. Which means... the poisoner is probably 4 or 6, but it doesn't have to be, because the Plague Doctor could have done it. There are 2 pairs of evil. We got 2 people saying that now. So I think what I do is I Plague Doctor number 5. They say they're not corrupted, huh? Cute. Well, actually, that means I can test this. They're evil. They're the minion. Okay. Well, if 6 is telling the truth, then 7 is corrupted and lying. But otherwise good. We got 2 people saying that there are 2 pairs of evil. Which is implying that all 3 of these would be evil. But he's saying both sides equal evil, which would not track with that. It would be these and these, I think. My measurement includes the 2 characters at the exact midpoint of the circle as well. Yeah, so it'd be of these and these, he's saying it's the same number. The Plague Doctor was correct in this, at the very least. So he didn't lie to us. And therefore, I think he's probably true. 8 did, in fact, lie to us. I don't know if he's corrupted or evil. I don't know. But if he's corrupted, then 7 can't be corrupted, and then 6 is... Well, actually, that's not true. There can be 2 corrupted characters. because of the poisoner. Now the poisoner has to be beside someone that's corrupted, so it's looking... Closest evil is equidistant. That implies, since the Plague Doctor is not evil, 3 is also not evil. It could be 4 and 9 are both evil. And they're just lying to us. That is looking... I bet this is the poisoner. 8 is corrupted. And 4 is the shaman. Hell yeah! Look at that! And this guy was telling the truth. Because it was equidistant between them. Wow! Wow! I love it when it just comes together like that. It feels so good. What do we got here? Lilith. So if we take too long, they're going to start killing an unrevealed character. We'll prioritize killing good characters first. We'll not kill yourself when she's the only card left. Okay. Puppeteer. Convert. So there's going to be quite likely 4 evils. A drunk who's going to lie to us anyways. But otherwise no other corruptions. I have to remember the puppet tells the truth. So there's 3 evil liars, 1 good liar, and 1 truthful evil. God. Yeah. Closest evil is clockwise. Well, assuming you're telling the truth, I want to reveal the other ones first. There are 2 pairs of evil. That is not super helpful to us. Not right now. I am 3 cards away from the corrupted character. I didn't get much in the way of information here. Somebody's going to die. 6 got killed. Evils are not adjacent to each other. Well, you guys can't both be telling the truth. So one of you is lying. Could be the fool. There's only 1 corrupted character. And she is saying that it's 2 or 5. And not one of these. So... if this is evil, then that would mean the knitter is probably truthful. And I can't fit 3 evils beside here. Actually, it could be a 2 and 2. That is also a possibility. But if it's these 2, then this guy's lying. And this person could be just corrupted. I don't know if I can make a decision based on this. I have to reveal some cards. Got a dreamer. This is a good idea. If they're not adjacent to each other, it helps me more. Maybe I'll wait. Let's reveal another card. 5, 6, or 9 are evil. Well, 6 was not evil. 5 or 9 could be evil. Okay, well... what do you got for 3? Clockwise. They're both saying clockwise, which is implying that 2 would be good, but... Puppeteer, Shaman, Lolis. I mean, I got 2 of these, which could possibly... That's guaranteed to happen with the Shaman. If I reveal 1, no one else can die anyways, because there's no one... Oh, I still lose 2 HP, though. Oh, can't see that. Well, this is a problem. I only have a little bit I can work with here. Learn if any of them are evil. 3 away from the corrupted character. Oh my gosh. If that's true, then one of them would be the drunk and I can't trust them. If it's not true. Oof. All right. 5, 6, or 9 are evil, according to them. So I'm testing with 5. That's not super helpful, I will say. Well, let's see if they tell us about... Let's see. It's a bard or knitter. Okay, one of them is not truly... on the plus side, 9 cannot be a fool. So they are... Wait. I mean, I guess they could be. All right, imagine 8 is actually the fool and just flying out of his ass. And that would mean 9 could be corrupted. Or they could just be legit. Dude, this is so difficult. What about the fortune teller? A bard or knitter? Learn if any of them is evil. Is the knitter or this enlightened evil? No. According to you. Killing the bard. It was the stupid drunk! Wait, that means this knitter is legit. There are 2 pairs of evil. Which means I think this... Wait, really? Actually, this person could still be lying to us. Just in a awkward way. You just gave me both their classes. Both mentioned if lies, both mentioned roles are fake. Truthful. Wretch looks like a cabbage to me. Okay. Oh, I've seen them say cabbage before, I think. I didn't know what it meant. Both mentioned roles are... If you're lying, they'd both be fake. That would mean it depends on whether the knitter is lying to us or not here. Which is pretty... Okay, well... God damn, they're all evil. It's so hard. Alright, we don't get the perfect sweep. But we have 3 more tries. Hookah and poisoner. Alright, and a drunk. Everybody's corrupted. Good luck, team. It's a small village, though. So basically, I just have to, like, expect everybody to be lying to me. And we have to do this backwards. 1 or 4 is a poisoner. 1, 2, or 4 are evil. Assuming you're lying, that would mean they're all good. Which contradicts what 4 is saying. Actually, no, it doesn't, because 4 could just be confused. Corrupted, rather. I'm 2 cards away from the corrupted character. Just Puka and the Poisoner. Yeah, like, almost certainly. 2 cards away from the corrupted character. So that would imply the Slayer is unfortunately... Or actually, it could be the others. What does the fortune teller tell us? Any of them are evil. What would be the most useful to know straight up? I mean, this gives us a lot of information if we know they're real. Couldn't kill them. I mean, they're probably truth. Well, they're good. Does not mean they're not corrupted, though. 1 or 4 is a prisoner. A poisoner, huh? What about you and you? Everybody's just lying to me. Everybody is... Any of them's evil. You say one of them's evil. You say neither of them is evil. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna guess. Okay, you are corrupted. Which means you're lying. You're Puka. That means you're corrupted. That means 6 is not evil. You did lie to us. One of them is evil. That's potentially true. But there's a poisoner. Okay, hold on. There's got to be a way to figure this out. Either way, the fortune teller's lying. They're poisoner, or they'll lie to us. If they are corrupted by Puka or the poisoner, they will lie to us. So whatever set 2 says is always a lie. That means of 4 and 6, they have to be good. 6, confirmed good, not the poisoner. Could be corrupted by the poisoner. I don't know if 2 is evil or not. I only get one guess. 5? Alright. In the world that 5 is the poisoner. 6 would have been corrupt, or actually no. I mean, 4 could have already been corrupted, but 6 could also be corrupted in that case. They'd be lying to us, and that doesn't really help us a whole lot. Because they said one of them is evil. That would mean 2 of them is evil, which actually can't happen. If you're the last remaining evil, you're the poisoner. Only one is evil would be true, which goes against their they must lie. That means the Empress is not the poisoner. They could still be corrupted. Actually, they can't be corrupted because the poisoner 6 is not the poisoner, as far as I can tell, because of number 2's. Number 2 is lying to us either way, which means what she said is false. They're not evil. So that means the Empress is telling the truth. What? Well, then where's the poisoner then? Number 1 says that 6 or 4 is a villager. Technically true. They are both villagers, as far as I know. That means he's not lying to us. Unless 6 is the poisoner and 1 got corrupted. Wait, that would work. But it doesn't work for this. If 1 is the poisoner and 2 got corrupted or 6 got corrupted, it doesn't really matter which. Then that... Oh. She said 1, 2, or 4. So everything's pointing to 1 being evil. Son of a bitch! Number 5 was a poisoner. And the Slayer was corrupted. And stupid number 2 was the drunk, which I forgot all about. I forgot about the drunk. But either way, they were lying, and I was already treating them as lying. Which meant 6 was good. It had to be 1 or 5. 1 told us the truth. I should have believed them. They were both telling me the truth. Well, potentially the truth. 1 was guaranteed truth. 5 was not guaranteed truth. So that was my mistake. Alright, well. There are 2 evils among all characters. Shaman and Puka. And Lycanthrope. Okay. However, that means... Oh yeah, there's corruption with Puka. I am good. Either you're lying or you managed to avoid being beside Puka. 1, 4, or 5 are evil. So far, I'm inclined to believe that there's only 1 pair of evil. That means the evils are together. If this is Puka, it's causing both of them to lie. This is difficult. I don't know if I revealed the Lycanthrope or not. 1 is evil. 1, 2, or 5. Oh my gosh. Can't be 2 of them, so... One of these guys is lying to us. Oh, there's only 1 pair of evil. 6 was affected by an evil. And being affected by an evil, corrupted, Or could be... Doesn't say that the lycanthrope counts. Oh, it could be the... Oh, actually, these could both be real because the shaman says there are two of the same villager roles. So I suspect they're actually both villagers. Whether they are corrupted or not is a different story. Only one pair of... I mean, they could be beside each other. 6 was affected. I'm suspecting one is evil. Oh, it was a lycanthrope. And I revealed them early, so they were actually good. Shoot. One, 4, or 5. Well, 1, 2, or 5. Here's the thing. If both of these guys are telling the truth, then that implies 2 and 3 are evil. But he's saying that 6 was visited. And I don't see how that would be possible at this point. Unless he is lying to us. Which that would mean 4. If 4 is Puka, she can't be lying and this person telling the truth at the same time. So I suspect 5 is actually the evil one. They're both pointing at him. Then who's going to be the other evil? They were corrupted. Oh my gosh. How? They were both... Oh, they were both evil. I was like, they both have to be telling the truth. No, they could also both be... They had to be either or. So what I should have done was test... I couldn't test because I didn't have the HP left. Damn. Damn. Interesting. That means she was lying. It's true. Yeah, okay. Oh boy, last try. We've used all of our lives in the last village. Oh no, I can't. There's a hidden outcast, poisoner, and I can't reveal all the cards. 3 was affected by an evil. 2, investigator. Now, affected by an evil in this case could be a lot of stuff because I don't know what the last outcast is. Could in fact be the outcast itself caused by Ba. So it might be worth discovering. I don't know, man. Could be corrupted by the poisoner. It's 4 I got. I am 4 cards with an corrupted character. Which implies this has not been corrupted. He could be corrupted. Or evil. This is really tough. I'm 3 cards away from the closest evil. And it's pointing at 3 being evil. What? A puppet? Do we have the puppeteer? No. We got the poisoner. 4 could be the poisoner and have poison number 3. Four or 3 is a demon. I'm strongly suspecting 4 is the poisoner. No, wait. But then that would mean he's very suspicious too. I don't know actually anymore. 4 or 3 is a demon, huh? A judge. A bishop. 1, 5, and 9. 4 is a real bard. And then you're saying that 9 is corrupted, which actually may be the case. I can't reveal the last card, right? 1, 5, or 9, huh? Villager, outcast, and minion. We have not revealed the outcast. What do I need to know the most? This is my last life, so I actually have to think this through. 4 or 3 is a demon. Poisoner, witch, or Ba. If this is true, that would make 3, 4, 5, 6 have to contain all of the evils. Actually, couldn't even do that. Have to be 3, 4, 5 or 4, 5, 6 because they're not equidistant. Actually, he doesn't tell you if they're equidistant. He just says the nearest one. So it could technically be 3 and 6 at the same time. Confessor didn't say evil or corrupted. So they're fine? I believe them? That means 4 and 7 are probably in cahoots. Nope. Okay, I believe you, 7. That means this guy's either lying to us. I don't see how 3 could be a demon. But you're also saying 3 is a demon. And you're saying it was visited. Son of a bitch. Demon, or minion, and drunk. Well, that's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. We have to go again. And so we do. Puppeteer, Flag Doctor, Enlightened Baker, Witness, and Investigator. I'm the original baker. That's not good for us. Okay. 2 was affected by an evil. He's tagging on himself, huh? Just the puppeteer. The puppet? That's actually funny. He could be the puppet. He legitimately could be the puppet. I believe the bakers are correct. So I'm going to do this. Not corrupted. So I believe you're the puppet. Oh, you're the puppeteer. That means 3 or 1. Well, I think it has to be 3, but I will check. 2 or 1 is a minion. Puppeteer is in fact a minion. He's kind of telling us the truth. 2. I mean, there has to be 1 outcast. How is he lying to us then? If that's the case. What? Because if he's the puppet, oh, puppet tells the truth. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. I forget that quite a lot. All right, Village 2, Puppeteer again, witch. So I can't reveal everything. But there is no corruption. 5 is good. The Knight. All right, you told the truth. I'm willing to believe you. The Knight is also real. So let's see what you have to say. You're the Jester. Ooh, well, that could be nice. I can use that. Find out. You're saying 2 is evil. Well, I didn't need you for that. And that means this has to be the puppet. And this has to be the last evil. He told the truth. The Jester I could believe. They both said 5 is good. That's kind of funny. The one thing that the one class that I can just verify trivially. All right. Sometimes it is easy. Sometimes it is just not good. 2 to 3 outcasts and a counselor. All right, but at least there's no. Oh, there can be corruption because of Plague Doctor. The Rambler. Bombardier. The Plague Doctor. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Oh, well, one of them is not telling the truth. Now, this bard tells the truth. This bar is probably good, but I don't get any information about it. That means this Rambler is also probably true. Well, actually, I don't know. Between 3, 6, and 8. So one of these two is not true. Or the bishop is not telling the truth. What is this? What is this nonsense? No! No, I have nothing to work off of. If it's a Bombardier, good luck to me. Okay. Is number 5 telling us the truth? Shut up. Okay. That's so fucking mean. That's so mean. Why? Why, game? Why? Okay. What do I do about this? Between 3, 6, and 8. There's a villager, an outcast, and a minion, which... Got the minion and we got the chancellor. They're both considered minions, but... I don't get any information about whether this guy's corrupted or not. Well, humbug. What am I supposed to do about this? What am I supposed to do about this? We got 3 Ramblers. One of them has to be fake. I'm going to test this one. Okay, that's the minion. It's the only one that doesn't have someone being shut up beside them, so... That means... Do I dare? Wait, I need to test this. Do I kill the Plague Doctor? Or this guy? Okay, we figured it out. We figured it out. I had to trust 5. And I'm like, well, this seems legit. This... Yeah, okay. It was a bit of a leap. I bet there is a way to determine there, but... Doesn't matter. We got a little lucky. Minion and Chancellor again. Lycanthrope and Drunk. So the Drunk is the only one that can be corrupted. But a Lycanthrope can become evil and lie to us. Learn if they are evil. Actually, I should wait. I will wait. Right side is more evil. Let's go to the left side then. I was a bard. You're not the original baker, huh? I don't really believe you. Because I have not revealed the original baker yet. So nothing has been converted to another baker. Boom! That means one of these is an outcast guaranteed. Probably the Lycanthrope. Right side's more evil. I don't think that's looking very likely, my friend. Excellent. Excellent. And we got the 50-50 on this, too. Who are you? The druid? Ah, the drunk. The drunk pretending to be a druid. Okay, well. Very good. But then again, I didn't have to kill the Lycanthrope, so that 50-50 didn't really matter. Another drunk. Puka. Poisoner. Bruh. Everybody's gonna lie. Hopefully we get a knight. Hey, we got a knight. Never mind. When they're corrupted, if I'm executed while corrupted, I deal 4 additional damage to you. My ability doesn't work if I'm disguised. So when they're corrupted, I take 9 damage. Well, a freebie. How could they have been corrupted? Puka or the poisoner has to be beside them. There's another knight. Okay, the poisoner. We found it. There's the poisoner and the corrupted from the poisoner. Unless Puka's here. You're saying 3, 5, or 8. So 3 and 5 are unlikely to be evil. There are 2 pairs of evil. That implies that 8, 7, and 6 are all evil, but if 6 is evil, then 3 is lying for a different reason. Because it would be equidistance with 8. 1 was affected by evil. Well, I would have liked to know that earlier. Thanks, bud. But you are in fact correct. You're not lying to me. This could be a lie. We could have Puka at number 6. 1, 2, or 5. Well, what does 7 have to say? Right side's more evil. I mean, maybe, but that would imply these are both evil. I mean, this guy could be telling the truth if 2 is evil. Would I get 2 pairs of evil? She says only one of them is evil, so it can't be 5 and 2. Unless this person's corrupted. Which would imply 7 would be evil. But nobody else is pointing at 7. Only 1 is evil. I don't know if that's true yet. I'm thinking 7 and 6. Oh, I can't do that because of 3. Which means 5 is looking very suspicious. It's probably... But then that would make this not true, which means you're corrupted. It could be 3 and 5. But then this guy's not lying. Neither of these can be Puka in that case. Could it be 6 and 5? I don't think it could be. I don't think it can. Right side is more evil. That wouldn't be true if I did 6 and 2. I'm kind of stumped. All right, well, then let's step through it one by one. Assume she is telling the truth. 1 is evil, and she is not corrupted. Because 3 is probably not Puka. Because I believe 4. I don't know if that's a faulty assumption, but it looks pretty straightforward. 1 has got corrupted. 1 was affected by an evil. Blatantly true. Okay. So this would imply that 3 and 5 are both telling the truth. If that is the case, then 3 must be telling the truth. No, it doesn't. Could she be corrupted any other way? I don't think so. I don't think so. No. But it could be... Can't be evil. Can't be evil if 2 is telling the truth. That would mean the next closest... That can't be the case. That would imply... These 2 are both evil. Oh, that does work with 5, actually. Because then there's all these. And still works with this. Doesn't work with this. So we got 2 that are equal distance. So I don't either. Yeah, I don't think 2 can be telling the truth. So I'm very suspicious of them. And if they're lying, that means there could be more than 1 evil there. But if 3 was an evil, well, this would become very true. But if 3 was evil in the case of 2 being evil, that would make 5 wrong. This would be true. This would be true. So far. So it wouldn't even matter. Who would the other evil be then in that case? So you're evil. You're good. Telling the truth. Oh wait, you'd be corrupted. Oh wait, unless this is not Puka. If this is just the twin minion? Yeah, if this is a twin minion, then you would not be corrupted and you would be true. If 2 was Puka, 3 would have to be lying, and that is just That would imply 4 would have to be evil, and that's not possible. So 2 is twin minion in this case. And then where would Puka be? 5 can't be Puka. 6 could potentially be Puka. But then if 6 is Puka, that would be corrupting 5. There wouldn't be 2 pairs. There'd be 0 pairs. So, I mean, that would track. But it would be saying 1, 2, and 5. There's more than 1 evil or 0 evils. Well, I don't think that works. If 7 is Puka, then 6 is confused. And it would be the left side that has more evils. Which would be true. So therefore they successfully lied. If Empress is confused, that doesn't work. It just seems like 6 has to be telling the truth here. All right, I'm done thinking about this. Kill 2. They were the Empress. All right, it was 6 and 7. Dog damn. Why did I think that was not? Because this becomes true. There's only 1. Oh. Because 2 is not evil. Only 1 is evil. Oh, they were the drunk. I forgot about the drunk. That's what threw me off. The drunk just ruins my day so much. There are 3 evils. Okay, what do we got? Puka, the drunk. I hate the drunk. You can potentially get a knight, though, which would be nice. Although, corrupted knights, evidently, are scary. 2 or 5 is a minion. What's 2? A knight. 3. 4 is a real lover. 1 evil adjacent to you. That implies 5 is evil. Not 2. Both sides are equally evil. Another knight. 2 was affected by an evil. So they might be corrupted. Okay, well, let's test 6. Okay. So you're lying about that, and 2 is a real knight, probably. Oh, they're the drunk! Son of a bitch. Very well. 2 or 5? All right, I gotta know. 4 is a real lover. Let's do these 3. There's 1 evil among the 3 of them. Really? Telling the truth. I need to find 2 minions here. You're saying 2 or 5 was a minion. You're saying 2 was... Number 7, I don't think you're necessarily telling the truth here. He was not, in fact, telling the truth. Everything's pointing to 5 being the minion. Okay. We did it. Jesus. Law, so there's going to be another outcast. Poisoner, so there's someone corrupted. Shaman, so there's 2 villagers. Flag Doctor, so there's another corruption. Number 1. Wait, I don't have the witch, no? Okay. 4, 1 is evil. 4, 5, or 7. Oh, crap. There is a lycanthrope, I think. That's our other outcast. That is a problem. 3, 6, or 9. Well, I got a 50-50 chance of this being the lycanthrope. And 3 cards away from the corrupted character. I mean, if that's true, then it would be the bishop or 3. So you might be... One of these might be a lycanthrope, which is... If it's the bard, then they're not evil. If it is 3, then they are evil. There is an outcast, a villager, and minion. So here's the thing. Oh, God. If one of them is the... If 6 or 3 are the outcasts, then that means the other 2 have to have a minion in them. Or the bishop is the minion and lying, and I can't believe any of it. Is 3 cards away from the closest evil. 3 was affected by an evil. Probably the outcast hidden, so I think that's the werewolf. What? They weren't even corrupted, my dude. Ruh-roh. I could have tested them with the Plague Doctor. Hindsight. Are you corrupted? You are not corrupted, evidently. 1, 6, or 9 is evil. Shaman is 3 cards away from closest evil. Okay, we got our 2... We got 2 Empresses and 2 Scouts. None... Wait, doesn't that mean 6 is a lycanthrope and he's good? I've revealed him first. Assuming the bishop is telling the truth. He's not corrupted, but he could be evil. Wait. He can't be telling the truth. If 6... Well, actually... If he's lying to me... Well, if he was telling me the truth, then he would have to be the minion. Because 6 would have to be the outcast. And if he's the minion, he's not telling me the truth. So he can't be telling me the truth. He has to be lying. And he's evidently not corrupted. What the fuck? The shaman got me. All right. 4 was the look at this nonsense. Oh, I got played like a fiddle. An absolute fool, a buffoon. All right, what do we got this time around? Poisoner, shaman, lycanthrope, wretch, rambler, bombard. What is this nonsense? Oh, this is so difficult. One random outcast among them, if any. I would like to find the lycanthrope as fast as possible. He says there's no lycanthrope among them. Or no outcast at all. So we gotta reveal the others first and hope for the best. Let's try, you. Shut up. Alright, I imagine there is a rambler at number 3. Great. Number 4 is a wretch. Oh my gosh. Number 9. Closest evil is clockwise. This is equidistance. 2, 5, and 9. Outcast minion. Oh my god. This is so difficult. Holy frick. Okay, there's the rambler, which we knew about. He seems legit. Probably, maybe. I can't get any information out of her. Among 6, 7, 8, there are no outcasts. Well, that is not true. Can there be any corruption here? There can be at the poisoner, which could be potentially 9. So let us test you and you. Rambler or poisoner? I'm pretty confident this is a rambler. So this would not be the poisoner. Therefore, she is not corrupted. Therefore, it's probably evil. Aha! 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 That means this is corrupted. You are corrupted. Because this one's pointing to clockwise, which is true. So I think that's good. That saves us. We don't need to worry about any more corruption. So you're saying they're equidistant, huh? That seems unlikely. It'd have to be 9 and 1. And if they're not poisoned, none of the others tell the truth. 7, actually, yeah, I'm suspecting they're evil. Because, wait, I don't have a... 6 is telling me 2, 5, or 9 has to have outcast in them. That also seems like a lie. I've got more things to kill, so... Oh, well. This is looking very lying. They're the werewolf. I see. Son of a bitch. I think then 7 is probably... No? Oh no, is it the Bombardier? I think it might be. No, because then this would be equal distance. Would it be the Rambler? They can't disguise themselves as a wretch. How did you... Closest evil is equidistance. Oh, because the werewolf is evil and the wretch is evil. I see. Not bad. So we got rid of the... We need the Shaman and the Chancellor. We still have 2 more to kill. This could be the No. I don't know if Rambler is really a Rambler. If they're not really the Rambler, then 7 is not really a Dreamer. And they're lying to us. Hell yeah! Yeah! Deduced. Alright. I like it when characters end up having their fates paired together. Alright, the last village. We got 2 lives. There's Puka, Puppeteer, and a Witch. Oh my goodness. Alright, so corruption's on the table. I can't reveal everything. And the Puppeteer will show up as evil but tell the truth. I am Dizzy. You could be corrupted by Puka. Or you could be evil. So, are you going to be... Well, you're saying the closest counterclockwise. That's probably a... That could be a lie. I don't know, actually. You're going to have to just go around and see what you see. Alright, a wretch. The wretch is actually super helpful for these. Right side is more evil. At this point, that's quite possible. 2, 4, or 6. One of them is evil. 8 was visited. That's yourself, my dude. I can't reveal the last card. Right. Oops. I really should have revealed 9 instead of 8. Actually, that points to 9 being Puka. Really hard. Then we got the Witch, the Puppeteer. So here's what we can do. Who's... Oh, wait. You determine as... Wait. The Wretch. They would both just show as evil if I compared that. So that's not a good choice. I suspect 1 is... 1 or 9 is a minion. I think... Puka's a demon. That's not what I was expecting to see here. And you're pointing to a 1 also being evil. 7 could be Puka. Because more evils on the left side is pretty easy with the Wretch. Okay, 1 was in fact a minion. Which means you are telling us the truth, probably. You are telling us the truth, almost certainly. So, I can learn if people are evil I suspect... I want to know if you're telling the truth. So what we're going to do is this. Is 2 or 7 evil? True. I assume 7 is evil. They're Puka, which means these guys are both corrupted or evil. And therefore uncorruptible. So there's a puppeteer. So you're saying right side's more evil. That's looking very unlikely at this point. Very, very unlikely. But you are corrupted. I can't tell if you're corrupted or just evil. Shit. 8 is telling the truth. That means it has to be 6 or 9. Or 9. I'm going to go with 9. Puppeteer. And that means 8 is actually a puppet. Who still tells the truth as puppet. Wonderful. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe if you're not already. I'll continue to play more of this. It's a wonderful game, and if you want to play it for yourself, I'll have a link in the description, as well as a playlist of all of my games of this. It's really good. It's so good. What a delightful, absolutely wonderful game. And with that, I will see you guys next time.